Zoey whispers. No one sits across from me anymore. They already know how this ends. I was a checkers girl in green, sitting quiet, calm and seen. One by one they take a seat, then vanish from the board defeat. Every match I start the same. They smile like it's just a game, but in a few moves something shifts, and suddenly their hope just drifts. My pieces move like falling rain. No hesitation, no restraint. Every diagonal line I trace feels like I'm rewriting space. They said she's just got luck today. They said we'll break her winning streak, but every time they try to play, they barely even got to speak. The crowd goes quiet, leaning in. They already know I'll win. A king appears, then disappears, like doubt dissolving into fear. They start to move, then second guess, caught inside my small success. And every path they try to find already sits inside my mind. They say I'm undefeated, no one dares to take the seat. The board feels like a warning. Every match is just repeat. I don't need to say a word. The silence says it all, because every player understands they're destined just to fall. Zoey of the checkerboard, no one plays me anymore. I turn every hopeful game into something they ignore, and I don't chase the victory, it always comes to me. I just sit across the board and let it be. New challengers walking brave, thinking they can misbehave, but halfway through move number 5 they realize they won't survive. Some try rushing all at once, some play slow and overthink, but either way the outcome's set before they even start to blink. I don't smile, I don't boast, I don't need to prove a thing. The board itself begins to shift, every move I gently bring. Kings fall quiet in their rows like stories nobody knows, and I just sit there watching time fold itself into my lines. They whisper, don't sit there with her. She doesn't lose, she doesn't err. And one by one they all decline to even step across the line. The board becomes an empty stage, a legend locked inside a cage, because no one wants to face the end already in place. They say I'm undefeated, no one dares to take the seat. The board feels like a warning. Every match is just repeat. Board, a name they all avoid. I don't even need to try, leave the board destroyed. And I don't chase the victory, always comes to me. I just sit across the board and let it be. Do you remember Zoey, the girl they won't face again? Not because she's cruel or cold, but because they know the end. She never asked for fear, she never wanted fame, just a quiet place where she could play, and they still called it a game. But every chair stays empty now, every match declines somehow. Not because she's far too loud, but because she's too good now. They say I'm undefeated, so no one takes the seat. The checkerboard is silent, every outcome feels complete. I never need to speak first, the game already knows my name, and every move they never make still leads me just the same. Zoey of the checkerboard, a legend no one plays, stuck inside perfection and endless winning ways. But somewhere in that silence I still wish someone would stay. Not to lose, not to win, just to play. Zoey whispers, across from me. Don't be afraid, because I don't wanna win forever. I just don't wanna play alone.